In the heart of Andoni local government area, where the river meets the sea and life flows with the tides, fishing is not just a way to live, it is a way of being. The people of Andoni have, for generations, built their lives around the waters, mending nets, building canoes, and harvesting oysters from creeks that stretch deep into the mangrove forests. Among these people lived a young woman named Mensen, a 26-year-old known for her diligence and quiet strength. With smooth caramel brown skin and curly dark hair always tied with bright scarf, Mensen was admired not for beauty alone, but for her hard work and spirit. She dressed in a colorful riverine wrapper and a sleeveless blouse, simple, practical, and elegant, the kind worn by women who understood both labor and grace. Each morning, before the sun rose fully over the mangroves, Mensen would set out toward the Andoni Creek, balancing a woven basket and a small paddle as she waded to the shallow waters. The air was cool and filled with the sounds of birds calling across the wetlands. She would squat by the creek bed, her hands working swiftly as she gathered oysters from the roots of mangroves, her movement skilled and steady, a craft passed down from her mother and grandmother before her. When the basket was full, she would wash the oysters carefully, remove the shells, and place the clean ones neatly inside a second basket. Her days were long, and the work was tough, but she never complained. Mensen knew that this was a way of her people, to work with the river, not against it. By afternoon, she would walk barefoot along the narrow creek path, carrying her basket of freshly gathered oysters. The muddy path glistened under the sun, and she would wave to the fishermen as they hauled their nets ashore. Everyone in the community knew her, Mensen, the girl who never tired. At the Andoni Riverside Market, the sound of chatter and laughter filled the air. Women arranged fish, prawns, and oysters on wooden tables, while the scent of smoked seafood drifted with the breeze. Mensen found her usual spot near the water's edge, spreading her oysters for sale. Buyers came quickly, drawn by her fresh catch and honest spirit. She sold each basket with a smile, her earnings helping support her family and save for her dreams, perhaps one day to own her own small boat. As the sun began to set, painting the sky orange and gold, Mensen would return home. She often sat by the riverbank, her feet in the cool water, watching the boats drift slowly back from the open sea. The waves whispered softly against the shore, as if praising her hard work. In Andoni, many knew her name, not because she was special by birth, but because she represented the strength and resilience of the people. She was one of many, yet her dedication reminded everyone of what it meant to live by the water, to rise early, work hard, and trust the tide. Today, when elders in Andoni tell the story of their fishing heritage, they speak of Mensen, the young woman who kept the river's tradition alive through her hands, her sweat, and her unshakable will. She was not a goddess. She was one of them, an Andoni daughter whose story still flows, just like the creeks she once worked upon.